Here we are. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope we are streaming live here on Instagram. I'm hoping we're live here on Facebook and YouTube, and fingers crossed that the tech is all going to work this morning. Good morning to you. Today we are here with day 2 of Fear to Love Live, our mission to empower more people and work through this challenging time. And today is one of the days that actually truly motivated me or us to step into doing this with you live every day over the next month. And today is the feeling of powerlessness. There's just so much going on in the world right now that is causing us to slowly but surely let go of the power that we have. And what we want to show you today, and the work we're going to do together today, is show you how to stop feeling powerless and how to let go of the struggle that we seem to find ourselves in. Because the truth is, it is simply our perception, and it's a perception that is being perpetuated by outside situations and scenarios, and it doesn't have to be our truth. This year, so many people feel as if their power and their choice and their capacity to be free and their capacity to choose and just allow themselves to be and live in the way that we once did literally feels like it's been stripped away. We're not allowed to visit relatives. If we go to the shop, we have to wear some kind of face covering. We're not allowed to smile at people. If you're anywhere near someone, they kind of jump off into the bushes for, fear that this invisible thing might jump, 2 meters away from me and onto them. The decisions that we're making for ourselves have been taken away, and it's leaving so many people feeling powerless or feeling like we're unable to protect ourselves, our family, and in the end we kind of end up feeling just hopeless. So the journey that we're on, the reason that we're taking you and everybody else on this journey, is because we want to shift you to a place of being back in power, to feel empowered to stand in your strength, empowered to make decisions, empowered to think clearly, empowered to choose for yourself what is right for you. So before we get into doing the 5 steps of EAM, which is what I'm going to guide you through, the energy alignment method, and show you how to use this powerful self-help tool for yourself. You can use it on so many different things, but over this journey through Fear to Love over the next few weeks, I'm showing you how to put it into practice every day around particular emotions. Now, if you're watching this, please just comment, like, love, tag your friends, whatever it is below. Just let us know that you're here. We are on a mission to share this with as many people as possible, because right now, every single person on the planet needs to remember, if they don't already, how powerful they are, and that no matter what we see or feel or perceive is happening outside of us, when it's making us feel disconnected or when it's making us feel disempowered, we're the ones that get to choose to put ourselves back in the driving seat of our day-to-day life. And there is a much bigger picture and a much bigger story behind that when we step into the world of energy or quantum physics, is that we are actually all connected. What you're thinking, what you're feeling, the emotions you experience are influencing me. And likewise, I know that what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling is influencing you. Now, I know that might seem a little bit way out there or sci-fi or quantum reality for some people, but it's been shown that we are all connected through this beautiful electron energy field, and we can and do influence what happens around us. Think about it. If you remember back when we were allowed to be at a concert or in a stadium, and you can literally feel that vibration. You can feel the energy of the crowd. When everyone's there supporting that person on stage and everyone's singing their heart out and everyone's in the moment and everyone's tuned in, it's an indescribable energy. Imagine what this world would feel like if we could get everybody in that space. Imagine the strength and the power that we would have to actually create change if everyone got back to that vibration instead of buying into the fear, buying into the stories, buying into the dreariness and I want to swear, but I'm trying to be really good. Instead of buying into the stuff that we're being shown, because we can choose our own reality. And that's what I want to remind you of today. So please, please, please remember, tell us that you're here and share this far and wide, especially if you're watching this live. You can share this in any groups that you're in, send it to your friends on WhatsApp, send it to them on Messenger, spread the message far and wide, because everybody experiences emotions. There isn't a single person on the planet today that doesn't need to know how to manage their emotions if they don't know already. So with all of that said, I'm going to lead you through the 5 steps. Now, if you are new to EAM, if you aren't familiar with the methodology itself, there is a link under this video for you to go and watch an 8-minute video after this, where I walk you through the full 5 steps in more detail. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, or if you've got any questions, then please, please, please come and watch that training video. And this will make much more use of what we're doing together over the weeks. There is so much to show you, and we want to share this with as many people as possible. But I know as soon as I do the 5 steps, some of you are going to come up with questions around it. So please do ask if you've got anything, and we'll do our best to guide you, point you in the right direction, and get those questions answered for you too. So with all of that, so we've got 130 of you live with us today. Yay! So standing up, I'm going to invite you to stand if you can, or sit with on the edge of your chair. If you can't stand, sit on the edge of your chair. Just make sure that you can move freely. And I want you to stand with your feet hips width apart. And today we're going to be working through powerlessness, or hopelessness and powerlessness. So there are 5 steps to the process. Step 1, we're going to ask your body a question. And I know that this bit brings up loads of questions for people when you first start. Please just trust me on the process. I want to teach you the 5 steps. Step 2, your body is going to respond, and it's going to give you a reply. We're talking to your subconscious. This is a neurophysiological response to what's happening in your subconscious energy. We're accessing the other side of your brain that you're not consciously aware of. We're accessing a part of your energy field that you don't tap into all the time. Step 3, there are different ways to do step 3. Some people I know are very logical, like everything's stuck in their head. Some people are very feely, like they feel what's going on in their body. And there are different ways to use step 3. Today, I'm going to show you the way to do this with feelings. But for those of you who are a bit more logical, or perhaps you don't feel something when I ask you the question, just follow along and do step 4 anyway, because it will still work for you. Step 4 is where we actually go through the transformation process. So I will guide you through exactly the words to say. We're going to work on releasing the feeling of powerlessness and helplessness. And then step 5 is where we get to manifest. We get to choose what we want to think or feel. It's a powerful affirmation which will basically reprogram or recalibrate your energy system. So invite you to stand. Just take a nice deep breath in. Make sure the back of your knees are relaxed. Closing your eyes. And breathe out. Just breathe out any stress or worry or tension. Take a nice deep breath in. Make sure that your hips are loose. And I just want you to ask yourself, step 1, we're asking, do I feel powerless, or do I feel helpless? And so step 1, your body's going to you're going to ask the question. Step 2, your body's going to respond. The response usually looks like a movement forward or a movement back. Sometimes you might get a little movement side to side or going around in circles, and that's another teach entirely what your sway is telling you. But usually a movement forward or a movement back. Even so, a movement forward is a yes and a movement backwards is a no. If you get a no, then just maybe ask a slightly different question. Do I feel powerless? Do I feel helpless? Do I have any powerlessness in my energy? Do I have any helplessness in my energy? Sometimes it's just the way that you've worded the question. Even if you get a no, don't worry, carry on and finish the rest of the steps with us. So step 3, like I said, there are different ways to do step 3, but the one we're going to do today, I want you to pay close attention to what's happening in your body. When you think about feeling powerless or helpless, where do you notice this? So it might be a feeling in your chest. It might be an emptiness or heaviness or something going on in your stomach. It might be something that you feel in your legs. Perhaps you don't feel anything at all, and that's all perfectly fine. Sometimes there are other things that we need to address first of all. But you might just notice a tightness or tension. So it might be like a hard red circle, or it might be a heavy blob in your heart, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter what shape it is. And we're going to use that in step 4. So I want you to take whatever you've just discovered in step 3, and I want you to use that to create the statement at step 4. So step 4 is really simple, and you're going to repeat these words out loud after me. So, I am ready to release. So repeat these words. I'm ready to release this feeling of powerlessness and helplessness. And then I release this, and then describe your red ball or big black blob or whatever it might be. If you feel something, don't worry if you're not feeling anything. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. We're going to say it another 2 times. I am ready to release this feeling of powerlessness and helplessness. I release this for myself and all others on the planet. I release this from my energy and the collective consciousness of people around me. I release this in all forms, on all levels, at all points in time. You might notice your body starting to do a few strange things like wobbling or waving or just energy moving. We're going to repeat that one more time. I am ready to release this feeling of powerlessness and helplessness that I feel in my body. I release this from my energy. I release it from mass consciousness. I release it from people I love, people I know, and others around me. I release this from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to release this powerlessness, helplessness. I release it from my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Now, we did just do that 4 times. You only need to do it 3. Okay, and then just take a nice deep breath in and out. And then I just want you to pay attention to wherever you were noticing that tightness or tension before. Does it feel lighter? Does it feel easier? Does it feel less intense? And it's fine if it's still the same. Do let us know underneath this video what came up for you, if you're feeling the shift at all. And I want you to take a nice deep breath in and out. Okay, so that's step 4. And then what we want to do is move on to step 5. Step 5 is where we get to choose. Step 5 is where we get to reprogram our energy. We get to replace it with any thought, feeling, experience, belief, emotion that we want to have. In the same way that our subconscious can get programmed by situations, experiences, stories, conversations, we can choose the programming that goes in there. And what we've just done with step 4 is like deleted the files from the system that we don't want. And step 5, we're reprogramming it with something that we do. So step 5 is now where we get to choose. So simply repeat these words out loud after me. The best way to do step 5 is to close your eyes, stand with your feet hips width apart if you can, or sit. And just for a moment, I want you to consciously imagine that you're opening your body up, that your energy is expanding. Take a nice deep breath. Just imagine that there is a beautiful string or cable running from just above your head down the back of your spine, and it's allowing you to stand up taller, straightening you, coming down through the middle between your legs down into the ground and anchoring you strongly, connecting you back into the earth. Imagine your energy opening up to the side, letting it fill the room, letting it fill your home. And actually, let's connect to all of the other people that are doing this with us live around the world today, and those that are watching this later on the replay. Let's just connect our energy in. Let's send this out to all of the people tuning into this and all of those other people who are waiting for this, who need this energy that we're going to connect together. And then put your hands up above your head, palms facing up, and repeat after me. I am ready to allow myself to be empowered, to feel strong, confident, happy, and stable. I know I have the power to help myself and everyone around me. I allow all of this into my energy, into the collective energy, and send this out to everyone who needs strength and support. I allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Just imagine that you're sending this white light out around the planet, letting it connect to every single human being who needs this right now. I am ready to allow more feelings of love, joy, happiness, and empowerment. I allow all of this into my energy, into the collective energy, as we send out strength, love, hope, peace, and support to everyone who needs this right now. I allow this into my energy and all others. I allow this in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. I am ready to allow myself to feel grounded, powerful, stable, supported. I allow myself to be fully in my power, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing. I send this out to all others who need grounding and supporting at this time. I allow this into my energy in all forms, on all levels, and at all points in time. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Then slowly bring your arms down by your side. Just sending that last breath out across the planet to everyone who needs this. I hope that you're really feeling that too. Wow. Thank you. If you're tuning in live with this, please do let us know underneath the video what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and what comes up for you. And if you've got any questions at all, please pop them back underneath here. I might jump on tonight and do a Q&A at about 8 o'clock. So I'll let you know if that's coming up. But just tap into this whenever you need to. You can go back and repeat this today. Remember to send it to your friends, excuse me, and share far and wide. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you soon.